And today's story starts with a question I'm betting Stan Lee never really thought about. What is Spider-Man actually sticking with? Although before I get into the science, I want you to think about what adhesion actually is. When you press your hand against a wall, your hand and the wall aren't actually touching, not in the way you think. Under a powerful enough microscope, every surface you've ever seen is more like a mountain range. Peaks and valleys of material, jagged and irregular, separated by empty space. When two surfaces come into contact, they don't merge, they just get really, really close. And close is where the chemistry begins. There are several ways you can get two surfaces to stick together. You could use an adhesive, a glue or resin that fills those microscopic valleys, hardens, and locks the surfaces together. Effective, but it tends to be permanent. Not useful when considering a superhero who needs to unstick and restick his fingers countless times per day without leaving residue on every building in Manhattan. His webbing already has that area covered. You could perhaps use suction, atmospheric pressure holding a cup-shaped surface against a smooth wall, but suction fails on rough surfaces and requires a rigid seal, not useful for flexible fingers on irregular bricks. You could use mechanical interlocking tiny hooks, catching irregularities in the surface, like Velcro, but that wouldn't work on smooth surfaces in the slightest. And herein lies the problem. Every adhesion mechanism that we tend to use has at least one failure condition when it comes to figuring out Spidey's sticky fingers. But there is still one more option: intermolecular forces.